That's what I tell folks.
Shout out to the NBA. What's your favorite team? I'ma break down all the teams and show you how I flip it into a rhyme scheme.
Take your time.
Pay close attention.
Break it down.
I'm in Atlanta with the Hawk. I poked him, he fell quick. I used to be a scalper like Boston. I sell ticks. My Cuban link chain so heavy my neck hurt. Call me the Brooklyn Nets. In Brooklyn I network. Get fly in Charlotte. Spread my wings like a hornet.
At forward, 6'11", number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Great to have you with us. We are set to get over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
BA, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys have got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
Yeah, we'll stay in this seat as long as you would like.
We got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Kevin Durant, Drew Holiday out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jaren Jackson, and it's Adebayo in at the 5, down low. And for Brooklyn, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's out there with McDaniels. Anthony Black out there with Domantas Sabonis. And it's Coward in at the 2. Here we go. And the tip goes to the Nets. Antetokounmpo outside. To the inside. That shot off. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Durant against McDaniels. On the wing, Durant. Outside Anunoby. Clock at 6. Durant against McDaniels. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And it's Brooklyn ball. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Brooklyn. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Holiday. And here's Adebayo. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. And Brooklyn with possession here. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Outside McDaniels. Black, left side. Antetokounmpo, outside. Shoots over Jackson. Again, Antetokounmpo missing.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Holiday passes to Durant. From outside the arc, hits the trifecta. Durant's got 5 now.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Philadelphia. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Jackson. Here's Black. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Sabonis with a screen on Hachimura. Pass to Coward. Outside McDaniels. 5 on the clock to halt the run. Rebound by Philadelphia. And this team is in a fantastic rhythm right now. They've won 17 straight games.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Sham, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, BA, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. I mean, you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's their TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Dunn, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mitchell comes in for Black. The 76ers also with a sub. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Anunoby. Here's Sabonis. Still no points. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Holiday. The finish! And Holiday powers it home.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Dunn. He's averaging about 6 points per game. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, VA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care.
And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Nets trail by 12. Mitchell, the pass to Sharp. Now here's Kispert. Dunn outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Philadelphia grabs the miss. This team doesn't just win, they win big. Now with a double-digit win differential for the season. Wow.
That means they've given full effort for all their games. No garbage time, no lax efforts, full throttle basketball playing. They've spent a lot of time dominating on the floor.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you.
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Mitchell. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Sharp, a screen on Durant to the middle. Oh, stolen by Turner. Durant surveying the D. Pass to Holiday. Outside Durant. Uncovered. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Durant's got 11 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Outside Durant. Trying to get that one to fall. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Philadelphia. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A comfortable margin for the 76ers here, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Drew Holiday out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Jackson in at the four-man position. Three-pointer Holiday. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Nets trail by 16. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for three. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Philadelphia. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Holiday surveying the floor. Jackson with a screen on Mitchell. Jackson outside. Off target with the three. Chalmers, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Bojan Bogdanovic checked in for Kispert. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Reed's checked in for Adebayo. Devin Vassell comes in for Durant. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Anunoby. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Fox. Reed, a screen on Mitchell. Outside Reed, puts up a three. Mitchell grabs a miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Bogdanovic passes to Sabonis. Jackson outside. Pass to Fox. Now Vassell. Jackson with a screen on Bogdanovic. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson rolling off the pick, can finish with either hand or just rise and fire.
Nets trail by 18. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. There's Bogdanovic with the three. Rebounded by Fox.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Mitchell. He just could not put it together in that loss to New York. Here's Dunn. And the three off target. The Sixers lead by 18. Fox with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Reed, a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Reed, and here's Vassell. Over Bogdanovich. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Outside Bogdanovich. Williams on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Shoots over to Sumu. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Bogdanovich, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Here's Fox. No points so far. Vassell can't get it to go. Dunn outside. Down low. Shot's good by Sabonis.
You see how confident Sabonis is down there. He's got an array of moves and outstanding footwork to go with it.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A full line change here for Brooklyn. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Adebayo's checked in for Reed. Hachimura comes in for Jackson. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for DeSumo. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Fox. Sinks the tray.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Coward. Three-pointer. Back to Black. Another shot. Count that bucket.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Here's Adebayo. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. On the wing, Hachimura. Sharp against Vassell. Adebayo, a screen on Sharp. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1:24 left in the second period. Antetokounmpo, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Coward. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. The shake. And McDaniels with the layup. McDaniels got his first 2 points of the night.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. And that would have been a true Shams moment.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Back to Holiday. Six to shoot. Adebayo sets a screen. Let's go with a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. Nets trail by 16. Inside. Oh, too much Giannis down low.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Holiday passes to Adebayo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he makes a first. And both free throws good for Adebayo. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Sixers ahead, up by 16. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty...
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league. 4-player trade, and from what we've heard, not an easy negotiation. Fellas, who are you liking the most in this one?
Look, we all understand the value of Steph Curry, a proven multi-chip winner. Hard to argue that he's not the best shooter in the history of the game. And he's a great leader.
And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
And KD, the easy money sniper, doing what he does best, one of the most prolific scorers the game has ever seen.
Yeah, you know a little something about that, I would say. Just a little.
Yeah.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Richard, looking at your career, 17 years in the league. How'd you survive the grind of a regular season that many years?
Well, 1, you got to take care of your body, and 2, evolution is the key to success. I was a different player when I was year 3 than I was at year 15. You have to continue to evolve.
McDaniels out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Anthony Black. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Coward in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Antetokounmpo. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And the basket by Holiday. And the 76ers lead by 18.
This is what Holiday wants. A high percentage look at the hoop.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." BA, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Durant with the bucket.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Sabonis. Wide open. Adebayo grabs the board. Philadelphia leading by 18. Outside Durant. Jackson outside. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul. Outside Durant. Jackson the screen. Fires the 3. Durant, no good.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Black passes to Sabonis. Now Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Holiday. Outside McDaniels. No good from outside.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Durant. Again, Philadelphia.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Durant. Adebayo sets a screen. That doesn't go either for Durant.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since. He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 22 was their biggest lead. 14 feet away. Again, Philadelphia.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitutions on the court.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, McDaniels. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Sabonis, right side. Antetokounmpo, outside. Just 5 to shoot. Yep, that one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in this quarter.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Fox up top. Black defending. Dosunmu outside. Outside Reed. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Coward. The 3. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Reed sets a screen. Fox surveying the D. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Pass to Sabonis. And there's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for Philadelphia. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Reed. OG Anunoby comes in for Hachimura. And it's Kevin Durant in for Dosunmu. Now here's Fox. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. That one's good for 2.
The correct read by Fox, taking it himself. De'Aaron is showing that sometimes being selfish is the right decision.
Mitchell, the pass to Kispert. Here's Dunn. Fires in the triple. Dunn's got 5 points.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Turner, a screen on Mitchell. Outside Durant. There's a screen. Over Kispert. Again, the Sixers score.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kispert, the pass to Sharp. Banked it in off the glass. Sharp's got his first basket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Now Fox. Anunoby, a screen on Mitchell. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And more NBA action on 2K. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Nets trail by 12. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. Jaren Jackson out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, they're shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Durant with a screen on Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul of the game.
15.
And here's Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. And the Nets shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Now here's Dunn. Anunoby covering. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pass to Kispert. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Kispert. Shot clock at 6. From deep.
It's tough to get a good look over Durant. He covers a lot of ground defensively with that 7'5" wingspan.
Brooklyn with the board. Mitchell against Durant. Mitchell, the pass to Kispert. Tap and falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Kispert's gotten his first basket of the night.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Holiday against Mitchell. Outside Anunoby. The steal. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Oh, it's blocked by Jeff. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still peed.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Brooklyn. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his only turnover on the night. His ball security has been terrific.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Kispert, the pass to Sabonis. Now Mitchell. Clock at 6. From the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Holiday. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Mitchell. Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Philadelphia. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now. Holiday passes to Durant. Adebayo sets a screen. Durant with it. Over Kispert. And he dunks it down.
Anunoby's nose for the offensive board gives him that edge. I mean, he wants that extra bucket.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Durant, defended by Kispert. On the take, Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
That's easy money for Durant. Just too long, too skilled.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
With the amount of damage he's doing inside, a defensive adjustment must be made.
22 was their biggest lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Sabonis from deep. The triple drop.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Philadelphia leading by 8. Vassell outside. Hachimura with a screen on McDaniels. Six on the shot clock. Naz Reid. Rebounded by Sabonis. For the Nets, this one not looking good. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Antetokounmpo, and counted.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
The 76ers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Reid sets a screen. Fox, here's Reid. Ooh, the shot misses. 1:46 left in the final quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Sabonis with a screen on Hachimura. Now Sabonis tries from 19. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
Oh, wow. Big moment. Not too much for Sabonis. He is the moment.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Adebayo sets a screen. Fox drives to the hoop, and he powers it down one-handed.
Explosive move by Fox, and if you're the defense, you've got to come to expect that.
Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Fox there for the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 6. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here goes Fox. Adebayo! The 3 is off. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Oh, the long ball, no good. And that's an intentional foul. And here are the Sixers now. 6-point game. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo. That misses.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort. But they just couldn't make enough big plays.
Fox. Durant fires. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. This was a hard...
Bam, of all the aspects that went into this win, which do you think was most important?
Our defense, man. You know, when it got down to crunch time, we really locked in, and we pride ourselves on that, like I always say. And, you know, we take those matchups, those one-on-one matchups personally. And we got the stops, and we got a W. We got to tough this one out.
It's always better when you can make it personal. Thanks so much, Bam.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And we present the player of the game, Kevin Durant.